Clear sailing. It's an awfully lonely little corner of the galaxy. Wish you were here beside me.
In your dreams, Green Leader. Been some trouble in these backwaters lately, so don't let the space dust lull you.
Let's do it.
Ghosts in the machine, Control, but I'm checking here. No, nada, nothing. You're letting your imagination run wild. What the hell? Control, Russo's off my scope, moving in.
Green 2, something is definitely out there!
Nothing! Russo? It can't be.
Green 2, respond! Green 3, are you under attack?
Spot!
Green Leader?
Russo!
Green 2!
You're all mine. Can't shake him, he's got lock. Failure, need help.
It's all yours, Dragon Leader.
Goodbye.
To unknown contacts, this is an unarmed Confederation medical transport evacuating civilian refugees. We will heave to and prepare to be boarded. You must break off your attack.
The border worlds take no prisoners.
Mayday! This is a transport Amadeus. Destination Megalon. Border wall forces have destroyed our escort. Mayday! Mayday! This is an extreme emergency.
Lighting the flash pack.
Mayday! Confederation transport Amadeus. MOD SB-71 issuing
plan.
Wait! To be pulling back. To border forces, we appreciate your withdrawal.
Well, I'd call that a successful test. Let's go.
Order! Order, order. The House will come to order. You will shortly have an opportunity to voice your opinions of the recent horrific occurrences that have taken place near the border worlds. But before we do that, I thought it fit to invite the commander of the Strategic Readiness Agency to address the House, Admiral Tolwyn.
Thank you! Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen of the Great Confederation Assembly, as commander of the SRA, I'm charged with many duties. Foremost of these is the protection of the frontiers of our galaxy. Unfortunately, I stand before you today with very few answers.
What do you mean,
The random acts of violence taking place in the border world still remain a mystery.
Renegade pirates, I tell you.
No, it's worse. The border world's militia is behind it.
Let me remind you that during the long war with the Kilrathi, the border worlds were a loyal ally.
And now they attack us!
Let us not allow lust for revenge to cloud our thinking. We mustn't forget who our friends are. However, we must also keep in mind that during the war, certain social and political changes were taking place along the frontier. Now, whether or not these changes relate to the senseless acts of terrorism remains to be seen. But see to it I will. I can promise you that.
Admiral, you are aware that the increase in these incidents has raised the tension between us and the border worlds to a dangerous level. But before this august body commits itself to a grave and irrevocable action, I have asked the Admiral to investigate and report back to us in 2 weeks. Admiral, go with the blessing of this assembly and of every peace-loving person in the galaxy. Go.
Thank you, sir.
In 2 weeks, we shall vote on war or peace.
This concludes our live coverage of Admiral Tolman's address to the Great Assembly. Barbara.
Thanks, Bob. These next 2 weeks will tell if we have any hope of resolving the tensions that are growing at the very fringes of our society. Good evening. This has been the TCN Nightly News. I'm Barbara Miles.
What can I get you?
Oh, give me a Hell's Kitchen.
Haven't served one of those since the war ended.
Hey, pal. Spare the price of a drink for an old vet? You were a flyer? Yeah, I flew off the TCS Liberty.
Straighten him out. Help him out.
Oh. Do me a favor. Why don't you get out of here and get yourself a meal instead? Hey, thanks, pal. I'll do that.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Things just ain't the same since the war ended. You got a lot of guys coming home and just not enough jobs to go around.
Yeah, well, we all make our own way.
You a vet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, I've seen your picture before. Hold on. You.
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, wait, honey. What,
Honey,
honey?
I'm not waiting. Don't call me honey. The space pigs are all the same.
I guess women out here on the edge of nowhere can't appreciate a civilized man.
Sure they do. When they meet one.
Good to see you too, Colonel. Or should I say Farmer Blair. Glad you could fit me into your busy schedule.
It's a peaceful life.
I've always said you're either an earthworm or an eagle.
So what, you must have been flying since the last time
Since you got lucky on that bombing run on Kilrow? Of course I'm still flying. What else is there? Beats tromping around in fertilizer.
Well, you know, Maniac, maybe tromping around in fertilizer is what I want to do. Maybe after putting my life on the line day after day for all those years, hearing the crunch my feet make on real dirt is what I want.
Well, it sounds like you memorized that speech. Good for you.
As I ask. Nothing more. Anybody gonna stop this?
Not my problem. Maybe you should go over and tell him who's boss, Colonel War Hero.
This pisses me off. Ain't my business.
I don't need to prove myself in some barroom brawl.
Yeah, Maybe they'll kill each other.
We'd all be better off. So, what's this important matter you had to discuss?
Colonel Christopher Blair of the Confederation Space Force Reserve, it's my duty to inform you you're being recalled to active military service.
What? Haven't you heard, Maniac? The war's over.
They sent me out here to get you.
Who did?
How should I know? Somebody high up. You know, they don't tell majors everything, you know. You know, after all the years I've spent in I'll never understand Confed command decisions anyway. Why they would put an aging earthworm back in the cockpit. Why I'm not a colonel. You know, a guy gets lucky, one mission, happens to vanquish an enemy we've been fighting for eons.
When do we leave?
I've arranged for a couple of fighters. They're waiting in the port.
Let's go.
Think you can remember how to get this baby off the ground? Oh, nice liftoff. For a dinosaur. Been a few eons since you held a flight stick, huh, Colonel? Or did you find some sand princess to hold it for you back there? You don't have to answer that. Maniac. No, yeah, I know. But you can't say you haven't missed my sparkling repartee just a little. We're scheduled to hop a shuttle at the Orlando depot to make the jump to Seoul. Just to make it interesting, I got a surprise for you, Colonel. I know you've always wanted to take a shot at me, so here's your chance. Our gun's power generators have been temporarily altered to fire non-lethal blasts. Your HUD will show virtual damage on both ships. First one with 100% damage is the loser, so we can finally see who's better with a flight stick. What do you say? I knew you'd never want to face the truth, Farmer Blair. Holy shit! Switching to battle mode. I just hope the auto reconfig is fast enough. They're gonna wish they were never born. Nice work, old-timer. Let's head to Orlando. We got a shuttle to catch.
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed.
What you see before you, Colonel Blair, is just one of what will be many victories for the border worlds.
Son of a bitch! 3,000 people aboard that crate, and he just... Oh, and if that wasn't enough, we're in the middle of nowhere flying on fumes. Wait. Nav computers picked up Blue Point Station. Oh, I'm not sure we can make it, but we got no choice. Listen, downloading nav data to you. Nothing personal, Colonel, but so far I haven't much enjoyed this reunion.
me a damage report.
I'm looking fine, as usual.
Need clearance.
Welcome to Blue Point, gentlemen. You have clearance.
That guy. How did he know your name?
I wish I knew. I'd love to get my hands on him, whoever he is.
Did you see the movie pulled back there? You called me a hot dog, right?
Well, that wasn't hot dogging, maniac. That was the move of a true master. Victory?
Can you believe it? It's an orbital museum now. Relic of the war. Like some farmers I know. Probably got a plaque right over your bunk.
Magnificent, aren't they? I bet you wish you had one of those during the war. Would have put the fear of God into the Kilrathi.
Well, carriers don't fly themselves, Admiral.
Quite right, Colonel. It is the men, isn't it? Well, it looks like the pastoral life agrees with you. I'm envious. Yeah, if I was a little more confident in the Confederation's security, I'd walk away in an instant. Well, reports are that you ran into some trouble on your way here.
Yes, sir.
Law and order. Concepts that seem to be crumbling throughout the Confederation.
These are transitional times, Admiral.
Yes, but in the Kilrathi, we had a common enemy. It was humanity's finest hour. Now we cast about uncertain. Well, you've seen it for yourself. The wanton destruction. That's why Confed needs your services. Your experience again.
You know where my loyalties have always been, sir.
Something we count on, Colonel. For the past months now, there's been an undeclared war waged against us. Acts of terrorism, piracy, sabotage. Is it symptomatic of these transitional times, or is there something else at work here?
Do you see a strategy or design behind it?
Every time I connect the dots, I'm always guided back to our longtime allies in the border worlds.
And you think they've undertaken some kind of guerrilla war?
Well, their relationship with Confed has always been uneasy. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Which is where I come in.
Well, we have a long history together. One that, I dare say, has been a bit rocky in the past.
We have had our differences, sir.
Yeah. But there's no denying our achievements. Which is why I have personally reinstated you to active duty. Not only will you be my eyes and ears, but your very presence in the border worlds will send a potent message to all the galaxy.
I am no politician, sir.
Actions speak louder than words, Colonel. I'm not sending you there merely as a symbol. I'm putting you back in the cockpit, where you'll be reunited with an old friend. The thrill of battle.
Maniac. My call sign. It's how I live. It's how I fly. Because that's the name. Come on, Ryan. Because that's the name of the tune, right?
Hey, Maniacs.
Blair.
Oh my God.
Colonel Blair,
nice
meeting you. Well, thank you. Let me take your bag. Well, thank you very
Colonel
much.
Blair, sir. It's an honor, sir.
Nice to meet you.
All hail the mighty heart of the tiger.
You know, you're not the only war hero in Confed. I've taken out more cats than most ships' entire attachments. Do I get the red carpet treatment? No. No, I carry my own duffel bag. I don't go schmoozing with the Admiral. Admiral Tolwyn. Has he said anything about me?
You haven't heard? He couldn't stop talking about you, Maniac.
What?
Well, it's classified. I mean, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I got clearance. I'll tell you about it later.
Wait a minute!
Colonel, you remember our bet?
I was hoping you'd forget, Captain.
I told you you weren't through with flying. You kept telling me you were done.
I'll never say never, I guess. I gotta tell you, this ship really puts the victory to shame. Looks like Confed's been taking good care of you.
Yes, they've been taking care of me. It's a different task now, but that means I still need good pilots.
Captain Isaac, please report to the bridge.
We're getting ready to jump to the Hellespont system. Take care of a little trouble. You take a good look around, you'll find it a lot different than your last tour of duty.
Deck hockey has been canceled today due to anti-gravity anomalies.
Look what the solar winds blew in. Welcome aboard, Colonel. One card draw for the next drink. Better luck next time.
So, you still living up to that call sign of yours?
Man can do okay, as long as he doesn't stay in one place too long. Of course, I had to get greedy. Stayed in the active reserve. All those monthly credits seem like free money.
Yeah.
Who would have figured they'd actually reinstate me? I got played for a sucker. I ought to know better, right?
Well, I've never seen you lose a hand when it counted, vagabond. Speaking of which, I think I owe you a drink.
Look what the solar winds blew in. Welcome aboard, Colonel. One card draw for the next drink. Better luck next time.
So, you still living up to that call sign of yours?
Man can do okay, as long as he doesn't stay in one place too long. Of course, I had to get greedy. Stayed in the active reserve. All those monthly credits seem like free money.
Yeah.
Who would have figured they'd actually reinstate me? I got played for a sucker. I ought to know better, right?
Well, I've never seen you lose a hand when it counted, vagabond. Speaking of which, I think I owe you a drink.
Colonel, shall we cut to the chase?
Wouldn't have it any other way, sir.
Good. You know, some of these newbies rattle on about what if this happened, what if that happened. This is the brain case, I tell them. Make good use of it. Now, we're here in the Hellespont because pirates have been disrupting the trade routes in and out of the system. As yet, we don't know what their motivations are. Some of their attacks appear to be the usual attempts to confiscate supplies and weapons, yet others are simply senseless, violent acts of terrorism. Now, I want you and a wingman to escort this supply transport to the jump point, ensuring its safe passage out of the system. Then, fly to this nav point where communications array is under construction. Now, upon your arrival, you'll relieve the patrols currently providing security in the area. Understood?
Yes, sir. Well, Captain, it's great to be flying for you again.
Well, the feeling's mutual.
assistance, Colonel. Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. My stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Colonel. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Assistance, Colonel. Entering escort pattern.
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed.
Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. Assistance, Colonel.
Terrible loss, Colonel. But the rest of the mission remains a go.
Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff.
The Confederation lost its greatest hero today. The Karathi once called him the Heart of the Tiger. Upon hearing the news of the Colonel's death, Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn said, "He was a man I always had faith in. He was a man who defined honor and dedication. He was a man who will be deeply missed."
Colonel. Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. We need assistance, Colonel. Ready to strut my stuff. We need assistance, Colonel.
Terrible loss, Colonel. But the rest of the mission remains a go.
Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Hey, die, pig! Ready to strut my stuff. You in hell! Ready to strut my stuff.
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed.
Sir, I could use assistance.
Ooh, look what I see. You in hell!
Colonel, do not fire on the remaining craft. I repeat, do not fire. Give them about 12 breathing space and Taylor. Get a lock on their operations base. When you find their home position, return to the lecture.
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed. Unable to complete mission.
Need clearance.
Guess you're lucky to be returning, Colonel. You have clearance to land, if you can manage it.
Can I direct you somewhere, Lieutenant?
Just shipped in, sir. Second Lieutenant Troy Carter. Call sign, Cat Scratch.
Now, you didn't just graduate from the academy, did you?
First in my class, sir.
Ah.
I just wish there was still some Kilrathi around.
I think you're a little late on that score.
Hey, Colonel Blair, gotta ask you a question.
God, you're him. Afraid so.
I can't believe my luck. Getting assigned to the same ship you're on? Oh man, wait until they hear about this back home.
Jesus, kid lays it on thick, huh? Talk to you later, Colonel.
Is that true, Cat Scratch? Are you doing a number on me?
Oh no, sir. I've been dreaming of a chance like this. The stuff I could learn from you, sir. The stories you must have.
I like this kid. Oh, I've got stories, all right. But the only place you learn anything is out there, in the cockpit.
Colonel, sir, it would be the honor of my life to fly on your wing.
We'll see, Cat Scratch. We'll see.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Smith, where's Colonel Blair? Ah, Colonel, time to earn your pay.
Yes, sir.
It's still not known whether these pirates are independent operators or somehow connected to the Border World's militia. Nevertheless, we're here to put them out of business. Now, due to your less than satisfactory recon work, we remain uncertain as to where the pirates are hiding out. Therefore, I want you to lead a squadron on a search and destroy through these likely target areas. Now, you and your wingman will have fighter cover. When you find the base, take it out. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few bad guys. Oh, turn me loose, Colonel. This is what I
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed.
The Confederation lost its greatest hero today. The Karathi once called him the Heart of the Tiger. Upon hearing the news of the Colonel's death, Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn said, "He was a man I always had faith in. He was a man who defined honor and dedication. He was a man who will be deeply missed."
Incoming! I could have wished they were never born. I could have wished they were never born. I'm reporting this tin can. I'm ejecting.
The Confederation lost its greatest hero today. The Karathi once called him the Heart of the Tiger. Upon hearing the news of the Colonel's death, Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn said, "He was a man I always had faith in. He was a man who defined honor and dedication. He was a man who will be deeply missed."
Oh, there's a few bad guys. I could have wished they were never born.
Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed. Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed. Enemy near. Autopilot not allowed.
Oh, there's a few bad guys.
Autopilot not allowed.